Yes.
See my last one?
Yes.
Let's go. All right, we'll call this to order. If you haven't guessed, Erica's not here today, and she sends her apologies. She's in Riverside representing the colors. Is there any public here that want to comment on non-agenda items? Okay, no public, just guests. Okay, then review and approval of the meeting notes from October 17th. Could I have a motion to approve?
Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion?
On the time, daytime meeting, not at night.
No wonder I was tired.
Because it was daytime?
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Carries. No one's opposed?
I
Yes.
abstain. I wasn't here.
One abstention.
Yeah, I wasn't here.
Thank you. Okay. Information items. Erica's not here, so we'll skip that one. Academic affairs?
Hi, everyone. So a couple things real quick. Winter enrollment is happening and actually is looking good. Enrollment-wise, we're actually a little bit ahead of where we were a year ago with winter enrollments. Head count-wise, we're actually a little bit lower than we were last year at this time. And so students obviously are taking more classes individually. And those numbers are continuing to grow. They're actually, the rate of enrollments are going up as we get closer to the end of the term. So that's all good. The faculty prioritization for hiring for faculty who start fall of 2020 has been completed. Actually, the list was sent out to the faculty hiring prioritization committee, et cetera. The deans are currently working on getting the paperwork done to get all the appropriate signatures and get it to fiscal and HR so that we can fly those positions prior to, well, actually we're trying, obviously we want to fly them before we go away for the winter break, but we're actually trying to fly them the first week of December is the goal. So there are 25 positions on the list. 20 of those basically are going out, with the other 5 having in the job announcement that those are anticipated. And that's based on the number of faculty that we know we need currently in regard to our faculty obligation number for fall of 2020. We went above the actual number that we need because it's still early in the retirement season. We expect that there will be more announcements of retirements between now and the middle of April, which is for us to basically have to hire someone to fill behind a retirement. We have to receive the letter prior to, it's right around April 15th. And I don't know the exact date, but it's 45 days before the end of the spring semester. And so those anticipated positions, we will fly those. It will say in the job announcement that they're anticipated. It will be explained, obviously, in the job announcement what that means. And which of those we actually hire will depend on how many retirements we have between now and April 15th. And in regard to dean hiring, I'll just say that we have completed the process for the Dean of Natural Science. An offer has been made. I'm not going to say anything beyond that at this point because I have to inform others before I inform College Counsel on who that person is. And so that will be out soon, and it will be submitted to the December board meeting for final approval by the board. And that's all I have.
Thank you. Is there a student affairs update?
So
most of you already know, we've received a mental health grant, which is awesome, so we can provide more direct services to students. We are also working on internship or relationship with the Alliance to provide interns for student health and mental health. This is Native American Awareness Month, or Recognition Month. Cross Cultural Center has had a series of events this week. Every night there's one tonight, I'm trying to remember what it is. Might be storytelling and poetry. They did basket weaving last night. I saw pictures of Gina there, so I know she was there.
That's awesome.
This is transfer application season, so our students are probably very stressed out right now because apps are due November 30th. So the transfer center has appointments. They will sit down with students. They're conducting workshops with students to help review those applications. And I think if you know students, it's really important to send them to the transfer center because those are the experts, and they also work with the colleges and universities around specific issues that can come up with applications. Particularly, we know with Cal State LA that there's often a technical issue that bump our students out. So please push them to the transfer center. I know outreach is gearing up right now for application season, so they're all out at the high schools, and we'll be out intensively during December. And I know they often send out an invitation to faculty and staff to participate in doing some of those application days, so look for that. Also, please encourage students to do their FAFSA while they're doing their CSU or UC application. FAFSA applications became available October 1st. So they're not due to March 2nd, but it might be a good idea to get them in as soon as possible. Another thing is the CORE and the VRC have partnered and are going to, as well as some other areas, to receive domestic violence training. So there'll be faculty and staff and some students who'll be receiving domestic violence training, and that's a partnership between CORE and VRC. Another thing, it is Transgender Awareness Month as well, and the Office of Student Life as well as Safe Zone Coalition have been doing a series. Well, Carrie Fuso worked with some students and did a advocacy and allyship workshop for transgender students on Tuesday, and there'll be ongoing transgender ally workshops coming. That's what I got.
I have an ad. Tonight and in a couple of weeks on a Saturday, PCC will be taking part in community meetings regarding a project that we're getting involved with the City of Pasadena and Hathaway Sycamores. They're a local nonprofit social services agency providing homeless services. The project is a redevelopment of a property east of us but west of the Foothill campus, so between us and there, kind of by the Avon property that's turning into a Home Depot. It will take a lot of time and there's a lot of steps in the way, but the plan is to turn it into a 24-bed temporary housing facility aimed at transitional age youth, which is basically our students, 18 to 24. And we're just glad to be part of the conversation. A lot of details remain to be worked out, but we are helping the city and this agency work the project out. So.
Thank you. Business and Administrative Services update. We've received our audit report, and for both the general audit as well as the Measure P compliance audit, both are unmodified opinions, and there are no compliance issues, and you should be very proud of your fiscal department. They did this with 6 months without a VP and Erica's first 6 months, and they carried it through and had a clean audit in the end, so I'm certainly proud of them. So that's our update. Accreditation.
That's me. I just want everybody to know we are in the process of writing our institutional self-evaluation report, the ICER. Drafts are due, the first draft is due from the standard chairs by 12/21. On 12/2, we're gonna have a visit from Gohar Momjin, who is our VP liaison at the commission. She's gonna come in and talk to the standard chairs, and then she's also going to go to the academic senate and talk to the senate about faculty involvement in accreditation. We will be, in spring 2020, we will be posting the first draft of the ICER online to take comments, third-party comments, campus comments, so we will let you know when that go up, and please ask you to look at it, review it, and give us your feedback.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Old items. The first one is BP 7420, employee and trustee travel.
Motion to approve.
Okay. And second. Is there any discussion? Okay, that I'll call the question. Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Okay. Number two, BP AP 3720, computer and network use. Is there a motion to approve? Okay. Second?
Second.
Great. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Okay, motion passes. AP 3721, electronic communications. Motion to approve.
Move to approve.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. AP 3723, remote access.
You would skip the 3722.
Oh, I'm sorry, 3722. Data and classification. Motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain? AP 3723, remote access.
I'm sorry, can I just ask you
Sure.
a quick question? Did we approve BP and AP 3720 together?
Yeah, that's how it was agenda.
Okay.
So I assume so.
Skip.
AP 3723, remote access. Motion to approve. Second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Sheesh. Your job is way too easy.
We're not to the new items.
Sorry.
Okay. AP 5130, financial aid. Motion to approve.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain? Motion carries. Okay. Are you ready? New items for discussion of possible action, institutional set standards for accreditation.
Yep, that's me. So, every year when we submit an annual report to ACCJC, they ask us about our institutional set standards. I asked the accreditation standing committee to look at those because in some cases, we were always exceeding, in some cases, we were not meeting it. But there, if you look, you'll see the categories that are, we had to set floor and stretch goals for associate degrees, certificates of achievement, and transfer. For licensures pass rate, we just set basically a floor, and for job placement, we just set a floor. So the accreditation standing committee looked at our previous years, they looked at 3 or 4 years worth of data, and then came up with these recommended floor and stretch, and then the licensure and job placement rates. Any questions? I also added for the associate degrees, certificates, and transfer, what we set as our vision for success goal as well. Notice our vision for success in our associate degrees is a little low compared to our floor and stretch, but we can always reset.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Why is emergency medical technician listed twice and the second one says tabled?
Oh, I'm sorry, really? I thought I was trying to get rid of it now. What do you,
So in the purple list,
it's purple.
it's halfway through and then it's also at the bottom.
Okay, sorry, because we said it. It was tabled initially and then I moved it.
Cool.
So I'm just gonna move that and we are good. We didn't have initially what their licensure pass rates were and then they gave them to us.
So, can I,
Yes.
so we set our licensure pass rates, correct?
Yes, we set a standard
Okay.
of what we want it to be. That's what they're setting here.
And so that's pretty much based on what it's been?
Yes. We looked at like 3 or 4 year averages, and when we looked at the trends too, and then also we took into consideration like EMT, that they got a full-time faculty member now, the same with cosmetology, so they also took those issues into consideration in setting these. They were actually very thoughtful. It was a very lively discussion for like 2 meetings. And Dr. Junie was there, so he helped us, because he understood the instructional part of this. So we're gonna ask that you take these out to your constituent groups. We don't want these to be a surprise to anybody, what we did. We want everybody to be aware that this is the direction that we're taking this, and that they're comfortable with the standards we set. Okay?
So, it's just informing them, but no need for a vote or anything?
No.
Roger that.
This is the first. Okay, you can go on, I can find that.
Okay. The next item, AP 6307, debt issuance and management.
That's you.
That is me. Okay. This is the AP for implementing the recently passed board policy. And this is the one that's needed so we can issue debt for the Serafian building. Okay. The AP lists the first, the purpose of the debt, and under section 1, what the debt may be used for, of the different types. It also has the types of debt that may be issued, both short-term and long-term, as well as doing capital leases. It has the relationship of the debt and integration with the district's capital improvement program and/or budget. And then it also says we can do refunding and restructuring. Refunding is similar to refinancing a mortgage. We can refund a bond to maximize the savings to the taxpayers. And then it has the procedure goals related to the district's planning and goals objective. Internal control procedures, and debt structure, and then debt service structure, which basically says we will do all the legally required reporting. Okay.
Is that a word? Defease?
What?
Defease? Is that a word?
Yes, it is really a word. It comes from an attorney.
I'm gonna add it to my dictionary.
Okay. Any questions? It's exciting stuff, I know. It's my world.
Is there any urgency to this that we would need to consider it today, or is it okay to consider it at the next meeting?
Considering at the next meeting would be fine. The urgency starts becoming around February. We want to take actions with the board, so if we could have it go through the system by December, that would be great. Yes? Okay. Okay. All right. Then, if you could please share it, thank you. Okay, now's the most important thing, December meeting date change.
Yes, December.
You're changing my world.
I know, I'm rocking it. The December meeting is scheduled for 12/19, and we just wondered if you would prefer to move it up a week and make it 12/12. Please all check your calendars.
We're here.
Yes, you know. and
This is really a question for you.
Should we change that?
We
What
just
time?
cap them, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and I talked to Armina and she said she would change that for you, if that was okay. Adjust it.
It's okay, it's up to our calendars. I mean, I don't have an objection to it, but our calendars. We can, I don't have a problem with moving it.
Well, I'm not sure, would you even still be here on the 19th?
Yes,
You
I'll be
would?
here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't have to change it, it's up to you whether you wanna change it or not.
I move that we change it to the 12th.
Someone had
So
to,
now we
right?
can have a motion so we can actually like talk about it.
I'll second the motion,
Okay.
and now we can talk about
Now
it.
we can talk about this.
Anyone gonna talk now?
I think we already did.
We also have another meeting that afternoon.
12/12? What is that?
No, 12/19.
What is it? 12/19?
Yeah. Joint meeting, yeah.
Oh.
Uh,
And
yeah,
that can probably get moved too.
I think she might. If she hasn't already, I think we've gotten an email for that one.
12/12 is gonna be a fun day.
Do we need to vote
You don't
on
have to
this?
change it, yeah, they have to vote on it,
Oh,
it's up
okay.
to you.
I am fine with clearing my week for the 16th. I don't have a problem with that at all.
I mean, we're out here. It's,
Mark, what was your motion?
To move the 19th meeting to the 12th.
There's a second.
Same time, right?
Any more discussion?
I'd rather we have it early.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? It's done. All right, with that, we can adjourn. Or, no, is there announcements? I almost missed announcements, I'm sorry.
yes, about to say, on December 3rd and 5th, I was actually about to present to an email to Crystal. We're having our 9th annual Pathways for Experience Student Conference, and it'll be held again on Tuesday, December 3rd and Thursday, December 5th, here in the quad from 12 to 1, where our Pathways students will be presenting their research. And one of the things that we always ask our staff, all of you, faculty, administrators, and the classified, is to help in being judges for that day, is really, again, asking questions of our students on the research. So I'm forwarding it to Crystal right now, and hoping that that'll be sent to everybody here on the College Council. And again, if you can, there's just a sign up so you know how many people will be. Even if you can't be a judge, at least come out and check it out for a couple minutes so you can see the thousands of students that we have here at the college presenting their personal review. We have a couple of the faculty in here as well, so I know they'll be excited to have you guys come out. Yeah.
Can I ask a question about that? What do you advise the students about missing their classes on that day?
It's from 12 to 1, so there
College
shouldn't be
hour.
any missing.
Oh, really?
And that's how we switched it, because of the fact we often
It used to be they could do that, or they
well,
would.
they could. It's not they could. It's
About
something.
They could, but they had the thing during class time.
About 5 years
So
we
now,
changed it.
oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And again, we've gotten so big anyway that we had to do it in 2 different days. So we have one group on the 3rd and one group on the 5th.
Yeah, it's over half of our freshman class at this point, so it really is the best way to interact with our first semester students. And just to piggyback on Tito, that evening of the first day of the conference, December 3rd, we have managed to get Luis Rodriguez's play, Always Running, which has been sold out and extended at Casa 0101 in Boyle Heights, to come here to PCC. It'll be in Sexton Auditorium, the full production. And Luis Rodriguez and the actors will remain afterwards for Q&A. And so I believe it's 6 p.m., Tito?
Correct. And I'll
Yes.
forward that to Crystal as well.
Yes.
On December 6th, there is a STEM banquet. From 5 to 7 is mingling, and from 7 to 9 is eating. And it is for STEM students and STEM faculty to be able to interact.
Yes.
not to counter-program that lovely event, but the same evening at the same time is the Foundation Scholarship Awards ceremony in Sexton Auditorium. So
December
folks
6th?
can
Yes.
go to one and then go to the other.
Maybe Friday.
Yeah, because Ujima has their New Year party dinner that day as well in the Krevlin.
No excuse not to be here on Friday the 6th.
Krevlin or Circus
Katie,
Ball.
yeah, so we have.
If you're not here on the 6th, you have no excuse, right?
Yes, sir.
I have another one. There will be a Million Meals Marathon food drive, and donations will be accepted at the corner of Hill and Colorado, 11 a.m. Saturday until 11 a.m. Sunday, the 23rd and 24th of November. Non-perishable food, of course, and if you want that information here, you can take one of these bags. Well, this one bag that I have.
Any other announcements?
Can I just ask a question? Where do you get the bag?
Richard Allen is distributing them
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
from cosmetology.
Yeah, yeah, great. Super.
He made sure that the entire academic senate board had no excuse.
He was actually walking around campus a couple of days ago, trying to deliver those to as many offices as possible.
He's trying to encourage division competition for who can submit the most, or donate the most food.
Well,
There's a trophy, apparently.
That has happened for a number of years. This used to be driven by Dr. Freund. And so there is competition between the divisions in regard to this. Kinesiology has won it the last 2 years. And they're quite proud to hold on to that trophy, so.
Shocking.
They have enough trophies. They need more trophies?
What's that?
Kinesiology needs more trophies?
They're pretty competitive.
Wow.
Okay. Any other announcements?
Yeah, no, I get
Okay, with that, we can move on to adjournment?
sporting chance.
Okay. We're adjourned.
Okay, thank you.
Does anybody want this bag?
I will.
Oh, you did? Yeah, I don't know where all of that.
Yeah, noticed.
No, I hadn't noticed.
Our next will be spending.
And he had a big file, so I knew he was.